Your news for the state of Tennessee in 10 minutes. Tennessee in 10 is made possible by Tennessee Department of Labor and Workforce Development.
Good morning and thanks for joining us. I'm Amanda Hara. We're starting this morning from a request from an accused quadruple murderer. We go now to WMC in West Tennessee.
I'm Jerry Askin. The man charged with killing a family of 4 and abandoning their baby in a front yard will not be allowed to speak to his girlfriend. In court yesterday, Thursday, Austin Drummond asked the judge to change a restraining order, barring him from speaking with family of the victims. Now, Drummond faces 4 first-degree murder charges for the deaths of 4 family members in Lake County.
2 arrests have been made in the death of a 5-year-old out of White Pine. That 5-year-old's name is Aurora Grace Hurst. Last night, White Pine police arrested Aurora's parents, William Sipple and Shirley Ann Hurst. Both are now facing charges of aggravated child abuse in connection with Aurora's death. White Pine's police chief says the dedication and persistence of investigators were instrumental in bringing charges against those responsible. The case is now in the hands of the district attorney general.
New data shows that Tennessee Public Schools could be losing money to school vouchers. The data will be presented before the Tennessee Board of Education this morning. That data shows that students enrolled in public school will get $272 less than students enrolled in Governor Bill Lee's school voucher program. The National Education Association says Tennessee ranks 47th in the nation for total student funding. Earlier this year, before the school voucher plan was signed into law, our Investigates team talked with House Speaker Cameron Sexton about concerns from lawmakers and parents.
Can you assure them they're not going to lose money year to year if this bill does pass?
They're not losing any money. Look, at the end of the day, the school systems do not want competition. It doesn't matter what they are. But the bill design with the floor and the hold harmless, once again, when the amendment comes on in committee, there's going to be a little tweaking of it. Those schools will not lose money if they have disenrollment. That's just not what's going to happen.
Anybody that thinks that this isn't going to decrease the amount of money that local school systems get either can't do math or isn't being honest.
The State Board of Education is set to meet at 9 o'clock Central this morning. We're going to be watching this. We'll keep you posted on what happens.
The Shelby County Health Department is testing several MSCS schools with elevated lead levels in its water sources. We're talking about 25 schools in total. They're offering blood screenings at the public health clinic on Sycamore View Road to make sure students have not been exposed or get the necessary treatment.
Police in Murfreesboro are hoping that security video will reveal the person who vandalized a historic cemetery. The grave of the man who founded Murfreesboro in Rutherford County and several other Revolutionary War heroes have been destroyed. Broken headstones and shattered tombs now cover the ground at Lytle Cemetery. For more than 200 years, this has been the resting place for people who fought in the Revolutionary War. Volunteers are now working to fix the damage.
This is our heritage collectively. These folks fought and died for our country. We don't want to just preserve this for the next 5 or 10 days. We want to make sure that this lasts for another 100 years at least, so that our ancestors will pick up where we left off and preserve their memory.
Well, they think it's going to cost about $50,000 to repair the graves. They're hoping to get donations so that everything can be fixed ahead of the country's 250th birthday next year. First Alert meteorologist Darius Mack is tracking the forecast where you live. Name of the game is heat for basically everyone across the state, Darius.
Yes, exactly, Amanda, and that's what we're going to be dealing with pretty much all weekend. Can't rule out a stray shower, a thunder shower that'll be possible throughout this afternoon, but the big story really is going to be the heat and the humidity that will climb across the area. Most of the state pretty much on the drier side as we go throughout the majority of your weekend. But check out forecast high temperatures generally into the middle 90s as we go throughout the day today. Now, if you're tired of the heat, there's going to be some welcome news. By the end of the month, we're starting to notice a trend of cooler weather that'll be on the way. Here's the latest in the tropics. We are watching Tropical Storm Erin, a high-end tropical storm. It is expected to gain hurricane strength as we go throughout this weekend. Major hurricane strength by Sunday, and then that will make a northeast jog. It's not going to be bringing direct impacts to the U.S. coastline. lines, but it will bring high surf for those areas. So if you're traveling, say, towards the Carolinas for the next few days, just keep that in mind, as that could cause a little bit of some rough waters there.
And former business partners for Priscilla Presley are taking her to court. According to legal documents, Bridget Cruz and Kevin Fialco are suing Presley for $50 million, accusing her of fraud, breach of contract, and taking advantage of her and Elvis's daughter, Lisa Presley's, poor health to get the family's trust. They say after spending a year of their lives helping Presley get financially stable again, she cut them off, breaking agreements for compensation. Now, Elvis and Priscilla Presley were married for 6 years before divorcing back in 1973, 4 years before Elvis died.
Puckett, it was an announcement long in the making that has many in East Tennessee incredibly excited. That is, Southwest Airlines will now serve McGee-Tyson Airport in Knoxville. Starting in March, you'll have 4 new locations to fly to, those being Nashville, Dallas, Orlando, and Baltimore. The airport says they saw a record number of flyers last year, so this move will help them keep up with the growth in East Tennessee. Officials also hope it brings more visitors, too.
And we're going to let those people know about coming to visit the Smokies and all the great things that are in this region.
It'll have 2 daily trips to Nashville, while Baltimore, Dallas, and Orlando will be served by 1 trip each daily. From the WVLT Newsroom, I'm Will Puckett. Now back to you.
All right, that does it for Tennessee in 10. We have